Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. We are talking all about Lyon midfielder Houssem Aouar as speculation continues to heat up in regards to his future, as allegedly more Premier League clubs have come in for him, are interested in signing the French midfielder this summer. We're going to be talking all about this news story, but before we go any further, I would like to remind you all to please like the video and also subscribe if you're new. Both things are always and forever be greatly appreciated. But for now, let's get back to talking about Houssem Aouar, who has apparently attracted the interest of at least 4 Premier League clubs. Houssem Aouar is a player who's attracted a lot of interest over the past couple of years in particular, and a lot of interest has come from Premier League clubs in particular. Last year, he was seemingly heavily linked with a move to Arsenal, to the Emirates Stadium. But nothing really transpired from that, but it's being said that the Gunners haven't lost interest in signing the French midfielder. But there is a catch for the Gunners. Allegedly, now they face heavy competition from the likes of their fierce rivals Tottenham, and Champions League sides Liverpool and Manchester United. All 3 of them teams have allegedly joined Arsenal in the race to sign the 23-year-old. It's been reported that Lyon have slashed their asking price for the midfielder, as last season it was reported that Aouar's asking price was set at over double the asking price of right now, which is reportedly at 25 million euros. And that seems to have attracted the interest of other teams from the Premier League in particular, as they seem to be circling around the Frenchman if reports are to be believed today. Aouar has been raised through the Lyon Academy and went on to make 170 senior club appearances for the French side, scoring 32 goals and assisting 31 times. He's a very good technical player. He's good on the ball, possesses good dribbling and passing ability, and is overall a very creative and attacking midfielder. Along with that, he's 23 years of age. He's young, years away from entering his prime, and therefore can still go on to grow, evolve and elevate his game further. And for the alleged asking price, the alleged price tag on his head, I can understand why interest has been increased. I can understand why. He's highly rated, he's got a lot of current ability, a lot of further potential along down the line. So he's definitely a player that seems to be ready for the present and will also get better for the future. But it does represent a bit of a risk, a bit of a gamble, because for me personally, the French League and the Premier League, 2 very different leagues. It's a pretty big jump to go from the French League to the Premier League. That's just my opinion. Some swim, some sink. It's not exactly a safe deal whenever a player jumps from one league to the other. But given the weigh up of pros and cons, I think it's certainly a possible deal that these teams in particular should definitely look into and think about. For Arsenal, we know that they've had a lot of interest in Aouar for some time now, and it does seem that he could walk in and slot straight into that squad. They're in need of a creative midfielder who will also chip in with goals, and from what Aouar has done at Lyon during his time there, and if his development does continue, maybe them kind of stats in terms of assists and goals that Arsenal will need will certainly pick up and certainly improve. The only stumbling block, though, like I say, appears to be that now that the price tag has been lowered and interest in him seems to have picked up, there are Champions League sides now in the mix, allegedly, and obviously the lure of Champions League football could see the Gunners miss out on this potential deal. As for the United link, well, they're pretty much linked with anyone and everyone right now, aren't they? It's the typical sort of transfer rumour mill that goes around United, in which they're linked with pretty much every player under the sun. I personally think that they have other players that will take higher priority this summer. I think the price tag is the lure and the kind of thing that is particularly interesting United. A 25 million euro Bruno Fernandes backup isn't exactly a bad idea, is it, for a player who's 23 years of age and possesses all the qualities of an attacking midfielder, and a decent replacement for Fernandes should obviously Fernandes need a rest, be suspended, be injured, so on and so forth. It does seem to be a pretty good deal in that respect. But given the fact that Jadon Sancho is soon to be made official as a United player, the Raphael Varane move is seemingly edging ever closer to being made official. Kieran Trippier reports that are coming out over the past few days that seem to be gathering more and more momentum, and the possibility that United are looking at more of a defensive midfielder as their next transfer target might see United pass on this potential deal. But look, it wouldn't surprise me if they do eventually go in for him. But if they don't, I don't see them being too bothered if they miss out. As for the reported Tottenham interest, look, it's a bit like Arsenal. Again, he probably walks into that Tottenham side. Again, he might interest Nuno Espirito Santo that much to actually have the ability to do that. And he obviously would improve that Tottenham team in terms of quantity and quality in the middle of the pitch and in midfield in particular. But again, it's the same thing with Arsenal with that. If Champions League sides are interested, then it's possibly a no-brainer as to where Aouar sees his future lying. And of course, playing at the pinnacle of club football is what near enough every player will want to achieve. And so he would probably choose a Champions League side over a side that's currently in the Europa Conference League. And finally, we come to the Liverpool link. If I was to put a bet on where Aouar's future lies and where Aouar would move to this summer, if it was out of these 4 Premier League sides that I've talked about, my money, my safe bet would possibly be on the Reds. It's been a little bit of a frustrating transfer window so far for the Reds fan base. But this signing certainly could happen. It's exactly the type of move that Liverpool and FSG love to make happen. A move for a player who's young, got a lot of potential, offers something different in that midfield area, and obviously is available for a very, very affordable price of 25 million euros. It's the kind of fee that Liverpool in their current transfer and business model would love to make happen. And the fact that he's 23, he's progressed at Lyon very well and impressed many. It seems like even if this doesn't quite work out for him, if this move is to happen, of course, then the Reds could still sell him on later on down the line, a few years down the line, and at least seemingly make their money back on this possible deal. But then again, I felt that way about Sounegers. I said that this would be the perfect move for Sounegers, but that move doesn't appear to be happening. Again, this could be a very good move for Liverpool in signing Aouar, but we'll have to wait and see as to where his future lies. But yes, the bottom line here is that it does appear that Houssem Aouar is set to leave Lyon this summer with a lot of interest, particularly from Premier League clubs. And if he does end up on the verge of leaving, then it seems that he will have no shortage of options going forward. But we'll have to wait and see on where the Frenchman's future lies. But one thing is for certain, we haven't heard the last of Houssem Aouar this transfer window. But of course, these are just the thoughts, comments, opinions, predictions, whatever you want to call it, of this guy. I want to know what you guys think. What do you make of the rumours, reports and speculation surrounding Houssem Aouar's future? Is the Premier League his destination? Is it one of the 4 teams that I've talked about, or does his future perhaps lie elsewhere? I'd love to know your thoughts, your comments, opinions, predictions, whatever you want to call it, on this news story down below in the comment section below. I'm sure they'll all make for interesting reading. Otherwise, hit that like button on the way out if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new or want to see more content like this. Both things are always and forever be greatly appreciated. And as always, thank you all so much for watching and listening. I've been Fletch. This has been another Fletch Talks video, and I will see you all again soon in another video.